Dur, 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 dur. Greetings and salutations, purveyors of the poopy. Well, as you can see here, you might be able to see there's water dripping off my roof. And it's not raining, it's a sunny day. It hasn't rained in months here in New Mexico. So guess why? Well, it's dripping because we have our swamp cooler is leaking water. Most likely, this is what happens all the time, is the float is stuck. So we're gonna go upstairs and check the float and see if we can unstick the float and make it work better so that it's not dripping water everywhere. Okay, here we go. As you can see here, there's water on the roof all right. And it's coming from there. It's coming from the drain. You might even be able to see it dripping. A constant little drip. And that's it. So we're going to open the thing up in a minute here. So first we got to get through here. Okay, first we got to take the cover. And you just got to pull up on these things. And then you have to pull it this way. And now it's... Oh. Looks like this pad has come loose a little bit. It's a good thing I'm up here, huh? I'm going to fix that too. But first off, let's take a closer look at what's going on here. Okay, I don't know if you could see this, but first off, let's turn you the other way. Okay, here we go. Now you see it dripping here, and you see this is a valve, like a toilet valve. And what's going on here is it's dripping. And what you got to do is just bend this thing a little bit so that the valve is no longer dripping. And I think I got it for now. I'm going to have to double check it. What can also happen is we could end up with it running out because I got it bent too far and it's actually touching the bottom, which it's not. So we should be good. So that's how to adjust that valve. And while I'm here, I realized the wind must have blown these pads slightly off, and they're not getting as wet as they should. So I'm going to rearrange these things while we're doing it. And that's some quick maintenance tip. You can see in there, you should be able to see, let me see, the drain valve. And yeah. What happens is if it gets over it's an overflow tube, and if it gets over the flow, and then it's overflowed. So yeah, there you go. That answers a lot. Okay, all right, here's a closer view of what's going on here. As you can see, this is the overflow tube, and the water's over the top of it, so it's draining out onto the roof. Here's another view of the valve. And it appears to be dripping yet. So I'm going to have to see if I can adjust it. Most likely I'm going to have to replace this sucker. It wouldn't hurt to get a new one. They're only like $5 at the store. But as you can see, it stopped dripping again. Hopefully that'll do it for now, but we'll have to get a new one. But yeah, that's the overflow tube, and that keeps the water. If it starts going up too high, to keep it going for too high, it drains onto the roof. And I think you can connect the hose to the bottom underneath here, to the bottom of that tube, so you don't have it just running on the roof. And I'm going to do that sometime in the future because I'm sick of having the roof get wet, since these flat roofs don't like water too much. So yeah, that's how to fix a swamp cooler that is dripping water off your roof. Real simple fix. Happens quite often. This is like the third or fourth time I've had to come up here this year for it dripping like this. The first time you don't get it right, and the second time I had it so that it was actually touching the bottom, so that it completely did not fill at all. We ended up with a dry cooler, which is bad. So yeah, those are the little things you got to deal with a swamp cooler. Oh, fun, isn't it? It's so fun. Okay, that's it. And also, yeah, I was hearing dripping the last week or so. It sounded like a drip every once in a while, probably coming from this before it started getting bad enough to overflow. So yeah, that's the little things you got to deal with when you have a swamp cooler, but it's a lot cheaper to operate than an air conditioner. So if you live in the south, this is the way to go. It's just annoying, or southwest where it's dry. It has to be dry. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye, everybody.